Hello and welcome to Lord Play Gaming, and today I'm starting off here in my murder garage. This is just the garage that I keep all my weaponized and armored vehicles in. Um, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 5 funnest vehicles, like the vehicles that I've, gone out and went on rampages with and just really had the best time with. Starting off, we got the APC, and as you can see there, it does have proximity mines, which makes it pretty cool if you're getting followed by somebody. Um, yeah, but the only bad thing is if you're by yourself, you gotta, in order to use the rocket launcher here, you gotta like become stationary and then like move over, so you can't like drive and shoot the rockets. So um, yeah, if you have a friend, it's a lot funner. My friend Brian and me, like, this was like his first big purchase in the game, and yeah, we spent like hours going around battling the cops and just causing chaos throughout Los Santos. Yeah, it does. You can shoot 60 rockets at a time before you have to go in and refill it. So that makes it kind of handy to have like an MOC, so you could like just pull it up to that, park it somewhere, pull it into that, and then pull it back out after you've like reloaded. Also, it takes like five shots from an RPG, so it's pretty sturdy. Out of all the vehicles that I'm going to be showing you today, this is the only one that can take more than one RPG shot. So the armor's pretty good in it, and it is $3 million, a little over $3 million, 3.092 million. But it is quite a bit of fun, like I said. The only bad thing is if somebody comes in the front there, they can shoot you from there. So that's about the only weakness. But if you back into people, it's pretty good. Okay, so coming up next, we got the Toreador, and let's see. I have made a video about this. This is kind of like the Stromberg, but in that video, I proved that this is the superior vehicle. Once again, the armor kind of sucks, as a lot of these vehicles do. It can only take like one shot from the RPG, but it is kind of cool. You can use it as a submarine. Also, I noticed this in the Stromberg, the front lights. If you run into something, the front lights will break, and you really can't see underwater that great. But with this, if you run into something, there's still light there. It doesn't break the headlights. Yeah, you can shoot like torpedoes underwater, just in case somebody else is in a Toreador. Or kind of a cool thing, whenever I haven't driven this for a while, so I took it out and kind of tested it around. And there's like a dude messing with me with his RPG, or with his oppressor. So I was able to like come up to the surface, and it locked onto him, and I was able to blow him up. Also, there's a sonar here, as you can see, like in the lower left-hand corner. That little thing that was like spinning around, and there were treasures. I'm not sure if there still are. Don't quote me on that. They might have taken that out of the game, but I remember you'd go and there was a few of them every day. And you can see the rocket is pretty cool with it. You can, like that, you can hit ramps and kind of jump around. Also, the missiles are insane. I mean, yeah, I sat there and shot like 200 missiles, and yeah, there was still more. So I'm not sure. I don't know if you have infinite missiles or not. You know, it might end at like 500 or something. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but you know, I just sat there and I kind of got sick of like hitting the button over and over again. So I shot 200, and you know, I don't know. There's probably a lot more than that, but and the armor, it can only take one missile. So, and this is $3,660,000. Yeah, before you buy any of these, just make sure you research and just make sure that you don't need an MOC, or if you already have a mobile operations center, then that's fine. Yeah, that's good. You can see they can shoot. Just go around shooting missiles. I don't know. Yeah, I know underwater they're torpedoes, but on land they're missiles, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, so it's pretty fun. I mean, it's once again, it's a rocket, so you can blast your way around and get up to some pretty good speeds. You can definitely run away from the cops and all that. Yeah, the one thing I wanted to mention is that I did not put the oppressor on here. To me, it's not. I wouldn't really classify it as fun. I mean, if you're a griefer, then it's a load of fun. But to me, it's just. I mean, don't get me wrong. I use it a lot. You know, I use it a lot for grinding and stuff. You know, but you know, I guess like I said in many of my videos, I use it for good and not evil. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the oppressor is great, but it's not really that fun to me. Coming up next, this is like the vehicle that I saw, and I was like, oh my god. I remember I was like battling these two dudes that were in, you know, that were in the same association or whatever, and all of a sudden another one came in, and there was like a weird symbol on the map, and all of a sudden I looked over, and you know, I was like on top of a roof of like a store in downtown, and all of a sudden I saw this like DeLorean float up and blast me, and I was like, you know, I stopped right there and had to go buy it. Yeah, that was like one of the coolest things that I've ever seen. So yeah, this is like a lot of fun. It's kind of expensive. It's 3.5 million, and you definitely need the MOC in order to get it. But this is, you know, the speed's is quite a bit slower than the oppressor, but this is one thing that the oppressor can't do, and as you saw that, like just being able to like drop out of the sky. Up next, we got the Batmobile, or I guess the better name for it is the Vigilante. I guess if you have to be technical with it, but I just refer to it as the Batmobile. This is like one of my favorite things to do right here, is just back up into vehicles and just make them shoot off. Yeah, really cool. Yeah, I like the design. I like the way it looks. It is 3.75 million, which is pretty much the highest, you know, the most expensive vehicle on this list. But I don't think you need an MOC for it, so that's kind of cuts down on the price, I guess. I don't know. It does shoot 30 rockets. 30 is kind of like the standard, I think, as far as the weaponized vehicles that shoot missiles. Yes. Like I said, like I just went around, and it's kind of cool. Like whenever you're driving it, and people will actually like back up into you just so they get like blasted off, and You know, it's a pretty fun car. Now this one right here, yeah, this is definitely like my favorite vehicle. I mean, and I like with this, I forgot to shoot the missiles. I had to go back and test it. It does like usual. It shoots 30 missiles, and it'll only take one. But like I said, in this video, I'm not going to shoot a single missile because I just kind of like to do this. You know, just like launch myself into the buildings and just kind of like launch myself up in the air. And yeah, that is really fun to me. Yeah, it is 3.48 million, which isn't too bad. And I don't think you need anything to, you know, there's not really any hugely specialized vehicle or weapons or anything. So yeah, I don't think you need an MOC to own this. As you can tell, like all of my vehicles have been chrome. Yeah, the only thing that I don't like about this vehicle is this. It kind of reminds me of the first Oppressor, where it just like shoots you and you have very little control over it. Like that, I almost went into the water and, you know, almost would have ruined my fun there. Well, I would have had to call Moore's Mutual and then have my mechanic deliver it again. But you can see you can get a pretty good range of flight there. You can like pretty much shoot pretty far across the city with a single bound, you know. And speaking of Batmobile too, it kind of reminds me of the like 1960s Batmobile, which is kind of cool. I believe the Vigilante came out first, and then this came out later. So I don't know if they meant to do that, but I thought it was pretty cool. Like that's what it reminded me of the first time I saw it. Yeah, so I think I've got like one more blast here. Yeah, like I said, sorry. And just like everything else, you know, it could shoot rockets, and you know, you are kind of like open there if you want to do any battling. Really don't have much protection there. Well, I'm going to wrap up the video here. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and your feedback's always appreciated down there in the comments section. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.